Next up, you could say the NBA Sportsmanship Award honors the player that's here for happy. So, who won the NBA Sportsmanship Award for the 2020-21 season?
Was it Drew Holiday, Chris Paul, Jimmy Butler, or Giannis Antetokounmpo?
I think this player is very underrated, and here's a hint. They also won the championship that same year.
Always good to get that chip.
And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting fives for both teams, as we're just about ready to get this one started. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for GA.
Well, Kevin, we know the game's changing, and Steve Kerr says, I'm amazed by the skill level of today's players. But the little things, getting back in transition, boxing out, they aren't as locked in. Most of them didn't have a high school and college coach yelling at them for 8 straight years. So, it's a different world. Guys?
Good perspective from Steve Kerr. DA, thank you. And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Mobley is out there with Markkanen. Then it's Okoro. Then there's Kevin Love. And it's Garland in at the point guard position. And for Indiana, down low, it's Young and Turner. Malcolm Brogdon out there with MP. And it's Warren in at the small forward. Greg, I think it's going to be a battle of the boards, a battle of rebounding. And you know what that's like. You played alongside some great rebounders.
Well, you know, Patrick Ewing, Charles Oakley. I mean, those guys got after it as well as anybody who's ever played. You want your team to be aggressive on the glass, but he was a little too zealous for that rebound.
Yeah, it appeared to me as he was trying to get a piggyback ride, man. That's an easy call to make and gonna be called every time.
And Markkanen out of Finland, Greg, is one of the hot names in free agency this last summer.
And surprisingly, didn't get an extension before the season. Just hard to find 7-footers that can shoot like Markkanen. You knew at least a few teams would try and lure him away.
Count that one.
Strong and relentless. MP has no issues playing through contact.
And for the Pacers, they come in off a great outing against the Hawks in Atlanta. Garland, the pass to Markkanen. Now here's Mobley, defended by Young. MP finds Brogdon. Back to MP. Warren on the wing. MP outside. Passes it to Turner. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Kicks it out to MP. That 3 off the mark. And it's Love with the ball for the Cavaliers. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
Well, it really showed the trust they have in one another. I love how they got after it, and you could feel that they were playing for each other.
Now, here's Warren. Following the miss by Kevin Love. And the basket by MP.
Hey, T.J. Warren is definitely a scorer. He's got a shoot-first mentality, but he'll give it up if you're open.
Garland against MP. Pass to Okoro. Inside. And there's Garland. That's good on the assist by Mobley.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
Brogdon outside. He dishes it to Warren. Kicks it to MP. To the paint. And stolen by Mobley. And now here's Markkanen, the fast break chance. And Markkanen throws it down.
Big fella running the floor. I love it. Markkanen showing you he can be determined to beat everybody down the floor.
Chalk up 2 there.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 6 from the field. With the teardrop.
Oh, these arms of Turner just go on forever. I mean, which is part of the reason he's able to rack up the block shots that he does.
The Cavaliers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
And they've made progress in that department from last season. going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Garland, no good.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
And Turner kicks to Young. MP looking around. The pass to Warren. Floats one. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, he's got a variety of shots, and that one from Warren displayed beautiful touch.
Now, here's Garland. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game.
I think he has to play more conservative from this point on. I mean, that's 2 fouls already.
Smith checked in for Thaddeus Young. Here's Garland. Driving inside. The Cavaliers again can't hit.
Well, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
MP, no good. And so Markkanen will bring it up for Cleveland. Trailing by 2. Yep, it counts.
Boy, Love is really good at getting inside the paint, establishing position, has an excellent feel for how to score around the basket.
MP finds Smith. Down low. Back to MP. To the middle. Here's Turner, and it's Turner finishing it off.
Yeah, fantastic work that time, recognizing the overcommitment. Leave somebody on MP's team open, and you're going to regret it.
Now, here's Okoro. 11 points for him in that last game against San Antonio. Dishes it to Mobley. Feeds it to Garland, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And Greg, when it comes to load management, why do we see more of it now than when you play?
Well, for me, the science of sport has evolved, and it's not just the athlete. It's the technology and the science that goes into making a better athlete. That's why you're seeing load management far more acceptable to the masses now, understanding that this is about the long game.
Outside Garland. Here's Mobley. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against San Antonio.
And he also made his presence felt on the defensive side as well. 3 block shots were registered in that game.
Warren, and it's Warren with the jam.
Boy, Brogdon has such outstanding vision as a playmaker. Easily spots the wide open man there.
The Cavaliers trail by 4. Pass to Love. MP against Garland. Love dishes to Garland. Here he goes. The slam dunk by Garland.
And he takes it right at the man who just scored on him.
That's the way to answer back, with an in-your-face stuff.
Guys, some pride bubbling up right there. He wasn't about to be outshone.
Now here's Markkanen. Following the miss by MP, Garland finds Markkanen. Back to Garland. Passes to Okoro. And Garland has it in the corner. Drills the three-pointer. Garland's got 11.
Boy, what a quarter for him. I mean, he's found his rhythm, and he's really riding that wave right now.
Brogdon the pass to MP. He feeds it to Turner. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Halliburton's checked.
Substitution on the court.
And so it's Indiana with it. 6-point game. Warren against Garland. And the shot by Warren, no good. Cleveland's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Down low, it's Young and Turner. MP out there with Brogdon. And it's Warren in at the 3 slot. That's the Pacers' 5.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Second team foul.
And a closer look here at the hustle stance for the Cavaliers.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
You know, adding on to that, they've done a great job of challenging and changing shots in this first half, and they've gotten some blocks as well.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, guys, MP in the last time out against the Hawks lit up the floor. He contributed 31 points, and his passing was just incredible. He piled up an impressive number of assists. The numbers in that game make me anxious to see what he can do tonight. Kevin?
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
3 points.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Okoro, wide open, he fires. A three-pointer off the mark.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
The shot by Brogdon, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
And for the Pacers, they come in off a great outing against the Hawks.
And you gotta love a team that can maintain its composure on the road. Take good shots and knock them down with confidence.
Well, efficiency is critical, and I love how they ran their offense and got quality shots out of their sets.
Now, here's Garland. Following the miss by MP. Garland kicks to Okoro. Pass to Stevens. Clock at 6. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
That's their first of the game, though, so sharp passing has helped them to craft this lead.
A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
Quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
MP finds Warren. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Here's MP. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Last time they met in Cleveland.
And they got the better of this matchup last time with their defensive pressure and the ability to force turnovers.
And that really was the difference. I mean, it requires a ton of energy to play that harassing style. It'll be interesting to see if they can do it again tonight.
Okoro with it, and Young picks him up defensively. Okoro shot is off. Pacers trail by 11. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And there's the call on Evan Mobley. And that'll be his third foul so far. And the Cavaliers making a change here. McConnell's checked in. Turner inside. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Love's got 8 rebounds in this game. Okoro passes to Garland. Lays it up and banks it in. Garland. Got the lead up to 13 now for Cleveland.
Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
And the Pacers call time here. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
They retain possession. Now the pass to MP. A dish now to Young. Over in the corner, Warren. Pass to MP. Indiana needs to get a shot off. For three, Brogdon. Here's Young. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. The Cavaliers leading by 15. Garland kicks to McConnell. The alley-oop layup, very well done.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
Now, Okoro. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Love outside. He kicks to Garland. And that's a foul called on T.J. Warren. That's his first foul. And Indiana making a change here. Jackson's checked in.
Onto the court for the Pacers.
Outside Garland. Passes it to Okoro. Just 5 to shoot. Beyond the arc. Can't hit that one. And Indiana will come the other way. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. That'll be the latter half of this two-game homestand. And the basket by MP.
A nice aggressive move to the basket there. They love to turn MP loose and just let him play an attacking brand of basketball.
Now, here's Garland. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And the Pacers with possession here. Pacers trail by 15. MP dishes to Warren. Over McConnell. And the shot by Warren, no good. And Love's got the ball here for the Cavaliers. Here's Mobley. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his third personal foul.
And it's rare to find a young big man with such an advanced skill set. Mobley can handle the ball like a small forward, has a smooth shot and great range.
And as much as Mobley helps you out on the offensive end, Greg, he can get you stops as well.
Yeah, I mean, he's got great instincts, quick reflexes, can slide his feet on the perimeter and has great timing as a shot blocker. I mean, what else do you need?
Here's Brogdon following the score by Miles Turner. Outside Warren. Brogdon finds Turner over McConnell. Off the left rim and out.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration.
And it's sent back by Turner. And it's out of bounds. They say it would. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers with an 18-point. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. We're seeing a tremendous game here, guys, from Darius Garland.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
Tipping off the second half, here's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5. We've got Kevin Love. Markkanen is out there with Mobile. Then it's Okoro. And it's Garland in at the point. Pacers trail by 18. Turner trying to free himself up. And MP with the basket on the assist by Warren.
T.J. Warren.
Warren's got 3 assists now in this one. MP's gone 5 of 12 from the field. Here's Garland. Here's Love. Kicks it to Okoro. Cleveland moving the ball around. Young against Markkanen. Back to Garland. Good D by Brogdon. And Indiana shooting at a decent 44% clip here. MP passes to Brogdon. Here's Turner. They get it back. Here's MP. And the layup's good off the glass. MP's got 12.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
The Cavaliers leading by 14. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. To the inside. Love Banked in off the glass. 9 points in the game so far.
And going old school in the painted area. Love brushing off the contact to complete that play.
Here's Warren. Markkanen pulls it in. Markkanen's got his 4th rebound in this one. And here is a Koua. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. I've been looking it over. Young inside. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. And he's able to get it back. He can't get that one to fall. The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. In the corner, Okoro with it. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Back to Garland. Bangs home the trifecta. Garland's got 26.
And defensively, these guys are looking for answers since halftime. They've seemed disjointed and out of sync. They have got to get back that rhythm defensively.
Here's a Koua. Ejected by Young.
Thaddeus Young using that expansive wingspan to put that shot in reverse.
On defense, Indiana. Trailing by 19. The wide open look here for Garland. No good with the triple.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Here's MP. The Cavaliers pull it in. Okoro with it. The feed now to Mobley. It's rebounded by Indiana. Turner's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Inside. MP, no good. And so it's Garland who brings up the ball for Cleveland. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Here's the teardrop. Here's Mobley. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Mobley's got 10.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating. I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. After a whistle, we often see players demanding their coach challenge the call. Greg, were there plays you wish you could have challenged in your career?
Oh, goodness, absolutely. But the game was just so different back then. And we had other ways of resolving issues and letting the refs know when we maybe didn't appreciate a call.
Here's Okoro. Following the basket by MP. Ball's knocked loose. Garland attacking. Ejected by Young. And now the fast break. Brogdon with the ball. MP outside. Turner passes to MP. Outside Warren. Back to MP. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. MP's got 10 points in just the second half. Cleveland leading by 17. The slam dunk by Garland.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Now, here is Young, and he gets it to go. Young's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And, you know, Young is no stranger to overcoming aggressive defense, guys. That's just an example of his experience coming into play.
Okoro passes to Mobley. He dishes it to Garland. Over MP. Garland, no good. Pacers trail by 17. To the paint. One-on-one fast break. Here's Okoro. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
You know, it's really surprising that they're up at this point, given that he's struggled so mightily.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. As NBA revenues climb into the tens of billions of dollars, teams have even more resources to compete. Staffs are growing with more coaches, trainers, and specialists, so general managers have more to manage than ever. Generally, the best organizations are those that effectively collaborate and communicate across the board.
Shooting for
Kevin?
Cleveland.
And DA, as we know, that's always been the case. Thank you. Smith checked in for the Pacers. Pacers have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Back to MP. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. And that's 18 points for MP.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't have it.
Drops in the layup for 2. MP's got 20 points.
Just one of those nights for MP. Absolutely sizzling at the offensive end.
Garland against MP. Right side, Garland. Nice open look, but it's no good.
Oh, it's been a turbulent quarter, really rough for him. Nothing going his way, but he seems determined to shoot his way out of it.
Now, here's Okoro. Pass to Mobley. Outside, Garland. And the pass to Mobley. Cleveland moving it around. And another miss by Cleveland.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Cleveland leading by 13. Here's Garland. And he has 28 points for the game. And it's sent back by Turner. And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. Both teams will make substitutions. So it's the Cavaliers now. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. The shot by Sexton, no good.
And a guy having Colin Sexton in Alabama. How about he scored 40 points in a game where the Tide only had 3 players on the court down the stretch. Young fella was undaunted.
MP finds Turner. Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got 9 rebounds now tonight. LeVert the pass to Sexton. Now LeVert. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark. Right now, he's averaging about 19 points a game. And in that game with only 3 players, Sexton almost led them to a comeback, Greg. In fact, they actually cut a 14-point lead down to 3.
And that tells you about Sexton's mindset. He was not prepared to let them lose, even under the toughest scenario.
Substitution on the court.
And it's Isaac Okoro with the foul.
Isaac Okoro.
That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
MP outside. There's the drive. Stolen by Garland. Down low, it's Young and Turner. Brogdon out there with MP. And it's Warren in at the 3 spot. That's the Pacers' 5. Turner against Sexton. Score the basket, his 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for Cleveland?
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And also, I've been extremely impressed with their interior D. Their rim protection has been as good as it gets. Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Sexton kicks to Garland. Sexton deciding where to go with it. Back to Garland. No good from outside.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Back to MP. To the middle. It's deflected. Here's Young. Back to MP. Again with the block. Making his presence felt on this end.
He's holding down the fort, anchoring the defense.
Mobley. At the elbow, Sexton. Here's the three. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
How about that? Malcolm Brogdon throwing it down. He doesn't do that a lot, but he did that one with force.
The Cavaliers leading by 15. Sexton dishes to Garland. Now here's Okoro. Defense right on him.
And, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
MP passes to Warren. Garland against MP. On the wing, Turner. Just 5 on the clock. MP finds Brogdon. And it's off the back rim, no good.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Sexton's shot is good.
He's starting to feel it. He's in a groove here in the second half.
Pacers trail by 18. Pass to Warren. MP dishes to Young. Second shot opportunity. Markkanen pulls it in.
Yeah, guys, this has been far from his best game. A disappointing outing for both him and the team.
Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Young passes to MP. Here's Brogdon. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Warren. Kevin Love's checked in for Sexton.
Kevin Love.
And the foul called on MP.
MP.
That's his fourth foul of the contest.
That's his fourth foul.
First team
I'm
foul.
sure he recognizes the situation because number 5 would put him in a rough, tough spot.
And so it's Cleveland with it. Outside Garland. 5 on the clock. He kicks it to Mobley. Here's Love. The Cavaliers again can't hit. And so MV will bring it up for the Pacers. It's an 18-point game. Here's Okoro. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Pass to Garland. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And for the first time in 2021, Clark, we had the full play-in tournament featuring the 7 through 10 seeds. What'd you think of the new format?
I really enjoyed it. I mean, again, part of it was we're coming out of a pandemic, and so we're starving for all things sports, and this added another level of excitement to, I think, the best game in the world, NBA basketball. You had Steph against LeBron and AD. So I think it was a pretty awesome result overall.
Okoro with it, now defended by Warren. And here is Okoro. Looking for Markkanen, he gets it there. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Malcolm Brogdon.
Really good to see Markkanen be aggressive inside. He's excellent at drawing the attention of the defense and then forcing them to foul him.
And Clark, you played in a very physical era. What do you think about the way fouls are called right now?
I really don't have a problem with it, Kevin. I mean, some of the fouls that were allowed in years past, way back in the 70s and 80s, I mean, those were borderline flagrant 3 kind of fouls. The game was more physical, and it was accepted as such, but I don't know if that was necessarily good for the game. I think now, the way they have it set up and the way it's officiated as it relates to physicality and flagrant fouls, yeah, it may be a little bit too far the other way, but I think it's the right balance overall.
A nice shot by Koua.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
You know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shoot out this team.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Pacers trail by 21. MP left side. High post Young. Back to MP. Pass to Brogdon. Down low. Here's MP. He blocks it again.
And swatting shots away with ferocity.
GA, he is not messing around in this one. Garland finds Markkanen. Mobley with it. He's covered by Warren. From 6 feet. And Mobley the bucket on the assist by Markkanen. 16 points for Evan Mobley.
And Markkanen, the big fella, has nice court vision, solid at finding open teammates.
Here's MP. That one doesn't go. Good D by Love. Outside, Markkanen. There's the pass to Okoro. Now Markkanen. Here's Garland. A three-pointer, no good. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. MP passes to Young. Driving to the basket. Here's Warren. Here's Turner. Lays it up off the glass. And that's now 10 points for Miles Turner.
Boy, tough trying to match Turner's intensity. I mean, once he's committed to scoring the ball, you're not stopping him.
Garland dishes to Love. Back to Garland. Outside, Markkanen. The dynamic, Greg, between players and officials is always interesting. With some players saying they think there's a lot of room for improvement. What do you think?
Well, we do see players getting teed up for simply making their case, and really the guys just want to play. So, yeah, you love to see a little bit more harmony out on the floor, and maybe we need to get those two groups together in the offseason to break bread and try to smooth over that relationship.
Here's Love. Here's Garland. That falls. Great assist by Love. Love's got 3 assists in the game.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
The 11-footer, and he makes that one.
Darius Garland.
Garland's got 7 points for the quarter.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Cavaliers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so all the hard work here tonight converted into a tally in the win column. It'll be number 26 on the year.
And tonight's win will put them up 2-1 in what has become a really intense season series, giving them a tentative edge here with one still left to be played against the Pacers.
And so many key players that you could point to tonight, but in particular, a great game
for Evan Mobley.
And what the way he came out energized on the defensive end in particular, getting a hand on a lot of shots, that really got them rolling.
And the foul called on MP. That will be foul number 5 on him.
4th team foul.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Looked to me like just a frustration foul. It really kind of sums up the game they're having in general.
Pass to McConnell. Here's Steffens. Good. And McConnell gets the assist.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what, and they got it done.
Stevens, the pass to McConnell. Passes it to Brown. Back to McConnell. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Stevens. Good defense by MP. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll do it, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. And we'll see you next time